Good evening and welcome to the Healing Seat. I almost said the other one. I forget, but yeah, welcome. Let me tell you something. It's 8:28 p.m. I've been trying for more than 6 times to do this video. Yeah, those are the downs of content creation. And the reason is I'm using my phone as a camera. This phone has been with me since 2019. It has carried me through and through, but it's tired, especially the battery. So I'm struggling, but I'm using what I have to do what I have to do. It's purpose, most, it's challenges. But this is what I want to say to you. I would really love for you to donate to the channel. As you know, content creators do make a little bit of money. It depends on your followers. It depends on how many people watch the channel. For now, we are not monetized. This channel is not getting a single cent. You are only you qualify to be monetized when you have 1,000 subscribers, and I think right now we are on 54. And yeah, and people have watched for 4,000 hours. So if you didn't know and you think maybe there's nothing that I'm getting, I'm doing this, yes, for myself, secondly for God. It's purpose. I think this channel is going to reach and help a lot of people. So we do need your donations. We do not have mics. You can donate with that. I do not have a USB for storage to store my videos so that I don't run out of space like I've been doing it today. We need lighting. For now, I have this ring light. If you don't know, I've been putting my phone on top of pillows, continental pillows, and a chair. So it's been tough, but we've been making it. All you see a complete video, but what goes on behind the scenes is ziyabuya. Ziyabuya. You have to edit, you have to do the video. It's a lot. But again, that's what I'm really asking for your donations. It can be in money form, or you can donate equipment. It will really go a long way. It will help this channel. With that being said, without wasting any time, let us get into today's topic. So this is episode 11, in case you didn't know. This is after I have I'm back at home now. I am selling books with my mom. She's a literature evangelist. If you started with me from the beginning, then you would know I said my mother was a literature evangelist, still is, but she's 76 now. She's not doing it like she used to do before. So at the time, we would be going to places. We would go to your stores, would be going to different places in J. So I was not working, so I joined her in doing the work. She was like, you know what, this ministry, you work for God, but you can make a living. So you can, this ministry has taken me overseas 3 times. I've been to Israel, I've been to the United States twice. Yes, she has lived. That woman has lived. Working for God, she has lived. So I'm growing up, I'm reading your Bible story set, encyclopedias, volume 1 to 10. I'm reading bedtime stories. That was my childhood. We read, and I loved reading because my dad was a book worm and my mom was selling books. So some of the books she would give it to us, like books like Young Woman, those type of books. So now I have to know what I'm selling, because you can't sell without knowing the product knowledge is very important. So, and remember, I told you that what led me also to Christ is that I went back to the Bible. I went back to basics. I read books, Ellen G. White books. I went through the conflict set, all of it. The only book that I didn't finish was the one that is called The Great Controversy. Hey, so now I'm in the work. We are going to schools. We are going to churches. That's where the speaking thing was now God was training me, and I was being called left and right. In my own church, I'm ministering by talking, I'm speaking in different events. At schools now, I'm talking to the high schoolers. I'm talking about my teenage pregnancy, my grapes, everything that I went through, and I'm telling them that you can be a young person and be pure, and you save yourself for the right person. So I'm teaching these things. These are things that are in the book. So this is one of the book that I started with, Smart Love, written by Nancy van Pelt. It has 6 chapters. This was my favorite book. It was my book, actually. You can sell a lot of books, but one that you specialize in, this was my book. This is what I specialized in. So the topics that are here, it's being pure, dating for beginners. So if you've got a teenager, this book is perfect. You can buy this book for your teenager. In your early 20s, you can, even in your 30s. When I started reading this book, I was 27, 28, around there. So I'm reading this book. This book tells me it was not something new, but there are new things that I found here. It puts science into it. 15 reasons why you should wait before the benefits of abstaining. It's telling you about your STIs, the ones that are treatable but are not curable. For example, herpes and genital warts. They can remove them, but they are not curable. They're treatable. So it talks about those things. You see, it has nothing to do with the Bible. People think God puts rules and regulation for us because he's too strict. He's a strict God. The science proves why you should leave other things until the right time. So this book tells us, it talks about God, it talks about purity, it gives you also scientific reasons why you should wait. And for those who have already gone too far, some people say, I'm not a virgin, some were raped, some say I was living a reckless life. This book is for you. This book is for you. You want to be celibate, you want to start again, this book is for you. So I read this book. It talks about pressure. What is petting? You should probably go to participation dates rather than dates that you participate in, if you get what I mean. And it talks about true love and infatuation. Talks about how to make sure, give it time, don't rush into things. So these were the books that I was dealing with. The first move, learning to be the best so that you can be, you love yourself first, you be the best to the other person. How to break up with someone if you can see this is not a good relationship. So this was my book. I specialized in this. So now I'm reading this book. God is using it to change me as well. Then I decide I'm abstaining. Yes, I've got a child. Yes, I've been around. I've done things, but I'm studying now. I'm being celibate. And for 2 years, I prayed. I went and tested for HIV. I would go regularly because I went to study around 2010. I went and registered with UNISA. I did my occupational health and safety management. This was my 3rd year now, along in 2013. Yeah, 2013, it was my 3rd year. We will talk about that. Now, remember I told that I wish I had gone to uni earlier, but I didn't because of circumstances, and I had to raise my child. And if I had gotten better advice, I would have gone. So now I'm selling these books. I'm going with my mother left and right. I'm learning the trade, the things that God is teaching me about business. That this is what you do, this and that. So one day I'm walking with Mama. We're looking for a table at the mall to put books there so that we can sell them. And there's this gentleman, he's asking about books, but specifically books written by Ellen G. White. So he gets our attention, and we're like, we know that woman, what do you need? And he says, I need a church that belonged where this woman went to. I believe I need to go to the church. That's where God is leading me. We told him about the church. He went there, and we forgot about him, but we exchanged numbers. He gave me his number and said, in case I get lost, I will call you. And I was like, okay, fine. And then he goes there. Hey, the person is preaching. He's coming with two kumbis, two quantums with 30 people. He's preaching. He comes with those people to church. People are being baptized. People are accepting Christ in their lives. I forget about him. A year passes, and after a year, someone says to my mom, Mambuane, you brought someone to the church. This person came and this is what he was doing, and lives are being saved and all of that. And now then we say, oh, we remember there's this guy that we met at the mall, wara this and this and that, and things are going fine. So he's serving there, forgotten, and this side, you must tick that. I met someone and we showed them the church, ne? Hi, and then it's 2013 now. I go to a meeting. There's a reason why I'm mentioning these things. I'm going to a meeting. I'm going through a tough time. I'm triggered. I've been going to these meetings since my boy was in grade 1. Always going alone. Even if I was in a relationship, that person would not take the role of being a father 100%, So I've always been doing it alone, paying school fees alone, being there for my child emotionally alone. So now I'm going to this meeting. He's in grade 7. It's the last meeting, and I'm seeing parents that are sitting 2 by 2, and I'm like, I'm tired of this life. Lord, I've been praying. It's been 2 years. I've been celibate. I've tested. I've done everything. I'm ready, Then I get an inbox. Guess who's inboxing me? The same guy that I met at the mall. How are you, my brother? My sister, I'm okay. Wara. What are you doing? Do you know since when you sent me there, I've been doing this. God has been doing this. Hey, congratulations. Hey, you should tell me about it sometime. Okay, tell me about yourself. I have a son. The son is 12 and is going to turn 13 in October. He was born in the year 2000. Oh, I've got a daughter too. My daughter is also 12. When was your son born? We're exchanging that. And we find out that our children are 8 days, 12 or 8 days. The other one is on the 2nd. The other one is on the 20th. 18 days, apart. So my son is older by 18 days. And I'm like, things are connecting, because that's how we are. We take things too religious sometimes. We do not go back to God and find out what is going on. Is this the answer? We just get too excited. Now, remember, I read this book. I read a lot of things in this book. And this is not the only book that I read. I also was reading this book, The Guide to Parenting. I was also reading Single and Gifted. This book also talks about taking time, what to look for in a partner, all of these things. This one is written by Dr. Jeffrey Brown. And there's another book that I've been reading. This one, it's called Positive Mind by Dr. Mel Goza. So I've been reading all these books. This one actually showed me a lot of things about mental health. I learned the sexual addiction I was talking about. I learned it here. The exhibitionism, voyeurism, sadomasochism, those terms, those medical terms, I learned them here. I didn't know all about those things until I read. So God is dealing with me. He's fixing things. I'm making decisions. He's also dealing with my mind here. I'm learning terms that I never knew before. Your hypochondria. I'm learning about addictions, gambling, obsessions and compulsions, inferiority complex. I'm learning all these things. I see myself in these things. Excuse me. So it's even written a practical guide for any situation. It's like having a psychologist at home. Yeah. So it's almost like that. So I'm reading all these things here about behavioral therapy, cognitive psychotherapy, group therapy, and all these things. I'm practicing some of them. Hatred. Remember, I've been through a lot. There's a lot of trauma that I've dealt with. I'm learning about kleptomania, where people who steal even when they don't feel like it, sexual disorders, competitiveness, affected loneliness, learning about your insecurity, narcissism. But narcissism, I am learning about it, but I don't really know what it is. I will tell you where I knew what narcissism is. And identity problems, because I also have an identity problem. I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm here on this earth. I'm depressed. There's so many things that I'm going through. So I'm learning all these things. So now, Gandhi, God is dealing with me because I love reading. He's also dealing with my mental health. There was a lot that I learned here. So now I'm talking to this guy, because that's where I was at before I went back to the books. I'm talking to this guy. I know what I want in a man. I know what I've been praying for. But for some reason, all of that, forgot all about it. Some of the things I did remember, I knew what I wanted. But when it was time to do the right thing, so I'm telling you this to learn from me. Learn from Mrs. Boosie, ne? Don't do the same mistakes that she did. So now we are going to talk about the lobola now. Oh, brother, I'm not playing. I'm not here to play. I want a mother for my daughter, and your son needs a dad. And we both agree. That is so true. We've been praying. Why are we wasting time? What are we waiting for? Hey, I'm telling you, for the next 2 weeks, oh, brother was always here. Every day he's here. Today he's here. Tomorrow he's talking about the land of Canaan, the land of milk and honey. Every day I'm telling my mom and my sister we're excited every day. What is he saying? Today he's talking about where is he gonna, where he wants us to live. Tomorrow he's talking about lobola. Hey, is he serious? I think he's serious. You know, we're excited. I've never gotten married. I've never been lobolad before. And now I'm seeing smaller red flags, but they are yellow because I've been praying and wanting this thing for a long, long, long time. So after 2 weeks, he's like, Boosie, I'm not playing. I'm serious. Go ask a date from your parents, and then what? Did I come back to ask God and say, Lord, is this the one? I'm too excited, son. I don't have time for that. There's a red flag that I'm seeing, but I ignore it, you know. So the kids are bonding. He takes my son to Durban. All of that is happening. I'm being called mama by a daughter. He's being called papa by my son. You know, Nje, it looks like God is answering the prayers. And then when I asked for premarital counseling, he refused. First red flag. I'm like, why? Because I've been thinking that since I'm praying, the day I meet someone, if I say premarital counseling, they will immediately say yes. We're in the same church, And then he says, but most these pastors, you can see them, they are having their own issues. And I'm like, yeah, man, they are fighting and they are divided. And then he says, what are they going to call us? So he convinces me not to go, and I'm convinced. First red flag. Then he says, we just need God and our parents. And if we agree we are doing this, why not? So despite these red flags and the church drama, things are moving fast now. I'm back to a parachuted relationship. Remember, we spoke about that last time, that things are moving too fast. And this book had told me, that one I was reading, Smart Love, that you need to take your time. This one, you need to take your time. It says, make sure, give it time to make sure, in page 112, that I just want to see something here. We're about to close. I want to see something and read a little bit. It says, make sure, give it time. Infatuation wants to rush the relationship. That's infatuation. That's when you're not really in love. You are infatuated by the idea of love or marriage. It said, pulsating emotions overrule good sense and rush the couple into commitments that may be regretted in all the years to come. Don't make quick commitments that you will regret later. True love can survive the test of time. I hope, young people, you've heard me. And when who wants to get married, you've heard me. Which is 2 years of dating to make sure you are well suited for marriage. 2 years, did you hear? That's her recommendation. Yes, there are people who've done it quick and they're still married, but you are not everyone. It might not be the same with your case. And then it says, even though your sexual edges are exploding and throbbing at all-time high, hold of sexual involvement, sex now will confuse the emotions and complicate the process of separating infatuation from the real thing. This is in page 112. So this is what I had read. I knew this, but for some reason, all that I'd forgotten it. So those are the lessons that I got from the books and the prayers. But I forgot when things moved too fast. Were the only warning signs in his behavior that I ignored? Yes. One time he came and while I was ministering, he was like, I want to come and see what you're doing in the hospital. I just need to see. And he was talking. I didn't like his rudeness, but I said, some people, especially Zulu men, sometimes they are frank, they're direct, and you think. So it's another red flag that I saw that I ignore. And I think next time we will talk about the wedding date. We will talk about the dream. We will talk about my son's experience about all of this. And after everything, how did God meet me in the aftermath? And some things, remember, I said I'm saving them for the book. So I won't tell you everything. But this is where we are going to end today. And here's a teaser. This is where we end this episode. Next time, I'll be sharing the story of Lobola. How Lobola was paid, the wedding that was planned, but I never walked into, the dress that I did fit, but I didn't wear. We will talk about if I had stuck to my principles, and I forgot the wisdom from Smart Love, and I rushed when I should have waited. So tomorrow, I'm done pretending it didn't hurt. Tomorrow, I'm done hiding the lessons. Tomorrow, we are healing, and the healing continues. We go deep. And from that, from me today, stay steady, family, and I will see you tomorrow. Just know that this episode had a lot of behind the scenes challenges, and don't forget, you can donate to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'm doing this now. We are finished. It's 10 to 9 p.m. That's how much I love you, and I know that you've been waiting for this. If it's too late, you can watch tomorrow before I put the other one. You can catch up from the first episode to the 10th episode. This is episode 11. Good night. I love you, and see you tomorrow. Mwah, mwah, mwah.